reality. In my opinion, one of the best young talents in the sport, Joe Cordina, so many more. That's the passion that we have for developing young fighters. And when I spoke to Marc Castro, I told him, this path is so clear for you. We will give you opportunities to box every single month, all around the world. His first fight will be announced shortly, potentially on this card behind us, and then we'll be taking him to the UK, perhaps for the Usyk Chisora fight, but probably for the big Anthony Joshua fight in front of 70,000 people in London. Then we'll look to take him to Saudi Arabia in July. This is about building a global star, and that's so important. There's many more markets than the UK and the US. The US will be his base. He will have a massive US fan base, a massive Mexican fan base as well. But to become a global star, that building process starts now. It's not about building you once you become a world champion. It's about resonating with fans in different international markets around the world, and we have the broadcast partners and the ability to do that, and we look forward to making Marc Castro a global star. We're going to hear from Marc soon, but the man that always does the best job of extracting as much money out of me as possible, in my opinion, one of the best managers in the game today. Remember meeting Keith Connolly when we came over 2.5, 3 years ago. He was really the first guy that put his trust into us when we signed Daniel Jacobs at the time on a big HBO deal. And from there, we've worked together on a number of big fights, from, of course, Daniel Jacobs winning the World Championship against Sergey Derevenchenko, his other charge, to landing in that monstrous fight with Canelo Alvarez. Other fights with Sergey Derevenchenko, with a Fight of the Year contender against Gennady Golovkin. And I know that Keith and Lou still rib me about that, thinking they should have got the decision that night. But this is a guy who always gets the best for his fighters. He's someone that's emotionally invested in his fighters as well, and does a very good job for them. So Keith, firstly, welcome. Delighted to be working with you, with Marc Castro, a wonderful young talent.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm really excited to be working with Eddie on Marc Castro. Marc Castro was the one guy in the amateurs that I really targeted over the last 12 months. Pound for pound, he's the best amateur in the US system. I think he's also going to have a huge Mexican fan base, huge Mexican-American fan base, which in my opinion, the greatest promoter in the world right now. So every promoter was after Marc, every manager was after Marc, and I'm just so excited that me and Eddie were the ones to land him. So I guess without further ado, we should pass the microphone to the man of the hour, Marc Castro.
Marc Castro, welcome. Your first press conference as a professional. You look $1 million. We don't know what the nickname's going to be. Hollywood Marc, I don't know, whatever it's going to be. But what a time for you, what a moment. About to start your transition to the professional game.
Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for being in this position. Without him, nothing is possible. And my family, have an unbelievable support system. And for Keith Connolly and Eddie Hearn for getting this deal done, and for us to, this is the start of a great career.
Obviously, you've achieved so much as an amateur. Now, how much are you looking forward to that transition? You've seen some of your other teammates make that transition recently, but you feel like you have a style and this is the right time for you to turn pro?
I feel like it was a great opportunity with you in the zone and mastering to turn pro, and I feel like it was the best of my career. And I accomplished what I accomplished in the amateurs, and I look to continue that success in the pros.
I know you've got targets, you've got dreams. What are those dreams? Talking about starting in the featherweight division, we know a conversation we had yesterday where you talked about maybe going all the way up to 154 pounds in time. But what are the dreams of Marc Castro working alongside Keith Connolly, Matchroom, and of course DAZN?
Well, the main thing is to inspire people and win world titles and go up to, I can go up to 154 eventually, but the main thing is to inspire people, to show them that anything is possible in this world, and just show them that possibilities are endless if you work hard and you sacrifice in life.
You probably don't know this, and a lot of people that have been in the game a long time will tell you there has never been a better time to turn professional. More broadcasters, more opportunities than ever before. You're going to be boxing on some of the biggest cards in America and also around the world as well. And obviously that's on world championships in Russia, and you box on the road a lot, but important to box in other territories as well.
Yes, it's very important, and it gets me excited because a lot of people can see my talent, and eventually, like, once I get a world title, I have a fan base all over the world.
I think that fan base is going to come out and you're going to be a popular young fighter. What can they expect from Marc Castro style-wise Like I said, we know that you could adapt and you've won tournaments around the world, but what are they going to see from Marc Castro as a pro?
They're gonna see a lot of talent, footwork, speed, power, and just the ability to adjust to any opponent.
And finally, met your dad, met your wonderful family as well. Boxing's your life, isn't it? I mean, you know, we talk about the famous Canelo tagline, no boxing, no life, but for you and your dad, who's, I believe, trained you since the age of 4, this is absolutely everything to you.
Yes, this is everything for us. Everybody has sacrificed something in my family to be in this position, and it's all paying off. And I can't stop now.
Well, we can't wait to welcome you to a fresh new game, boxing all around the world over the next few years, developing as a talent, developing as a brand, and making sure we map out the way for him to get to the very, very top, live and exclusively on the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should have a round of applause for the newly turned pro, Marc Castro. Thank you. Hold on. Of course, that was my mistake. Marc would also like to say a few words in Spanish. I was going to do it for him, but I'll let him do it.
Le quiero pedir gracias a Dios porque sin Él nada es posible. Y luego pedir gracias a mi familia porque todos sacrificamos algo para estar aquí. Y luego gracias al señor Keith Conley y Eddie Hearn para esta oportunidad. Va a ser una gran carrera. Gracias.
I think that was great words. Great words.
Any jitters coming for the next fight? The fight about to happen? Any jitters?
No, I'm excited for my pro debut. I'm ready to get to work, and I told my dad things don't change, just more cameras around.
That's real talk. Hey, so tell me this: what's the difference between the pro game and the amateur?
For the amateurs, you need to weigh in every day. For the tournament, fight the best every single day, every day in and day out, making weight every morning, and real little rest periods in between. And you just need to keep being the best version of yourself daily.
That's real talk. Real talk. What's your social media so that people can reach you?
My social medias are at Marc the Boxer, MARC, Marc the Boxer on Instagram and Twitter.
Is that gonna be your new nickname? What's your new nickname?
I don't know, I haven't decided. People gotta decide.
Marc the Flash.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Hey, you look good though, man. Hey, I hope you do good, man.
Thank you.
For real talk. It's Big Rich.